Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today it's once again time to check in on BuzzFeed's retarded little brother, Fusion.
It's not just one bad apple. The whole damn tree is rotten.
This is Janaya Khan, a Black Lives Matter activist, and she's not talking about Black Lives Matter here. This is a video titled, "The Criminal Justice System is Broken. Should the Police Be Abolished?" And it's just as retarded as it sounds. Even the fucking title is retarded. Check this out. Did you see what they did there? The title on the video asks, "Should we abolish the police?" The title in the video says, "How to abolish the police." No question about it. Nice little bait and switch there. In fairness to Janaya, I suppose I should take the time to point out at least we have a BLM activist talking about getting rid of the police, and it's not a call for violence or chants calling for cops to be killed. Her nonsense is still moronic, but less moronic than the typical BLM bullshit.
I think when people hear that we're anti-police, they think it's going to be chaos.
It would be chaos, but let's talk about that later. Right now I want to focus on how glad I am BLM is finally coming out and admitting they are anti-police. Honesty makes it so much easier to debate things. When you're pulling that "we aren't against the police, we're only against police brutality" bullshit, the waters are much cloudier. Black Lives Matter is against police. Thank you for finally admitting it.
The new abolitionist movement it's about transformative justice, non-prison, non-police-based strategies for dealing with violence and crisis in our communities.
No, just no. You do not get to usurp what abolition was by tacking new onto the front of it and pretending it's a similar fight. Fuck you. They fought slavery. You want to get rid of the idea of criminality because a fat fuck attacked a cop and got killed. Not even close to the same thing. Fuck you.
Who hasn't had a bad day? Who hasn't felt anxious or depressed? The question is, should anybody deserve to die because of it?
Do cops sometimes overreact? Sure. Is it because they had a bad day? Maybe, though I can't think of a case where it's been shown, but I am willing to accept it may have happened. Should we get rid of the police because it might happen? Fuck no.
The police's sole responsibility is to manufacture criminals.
Say that again?
The police's sole responsibility is to manufacture criminals.
No, no, no. The police's sole responsibility is to serve and protect the communities they are hired to represent. Sometimes that means directing traffic when a traffic light goes out. Sometimes that means shooting Michael Brown because he's a fucking degenerate who won't follow police commands and tried to steal a cop's gun.
So here you have for-profit prisons. When you create space, you create a demand. That means that bodies have to fill those prisons. And we have seen that it's largely transgender people, it's black people, it is native people, it's Latinx people.
I'm not a fan of for-profit prisons. Nobody should be profiting from crime. But what you didn't say here was whether or not any of those people filling these beds broke the fucking law. A minute ago you were worried about people losing their lives because a cop had a bad day. You know what you can't do with a dead criminal? Charge the state a profitable rate to house them in a prison. No prison is making money off of Freddie Gray or Eric Garner right now. And what the fuck is Latinx? Latinx? What the fuck is it?
When you have that demand, then you also have to create incentives. That trickles down to police, who also now have the incentive of creating criminals. It's not about justice anymore. It's about profit.
So in your world, the police are arresting people to make prisons money. Yeah, that's fucking retarded.
I think we start with the demilitarization of the police. Police don't need assault weapons to protect people.
All weapons are assault weapons, for fuck's sake. Be specific. What don't they need? Let's say you're in a crowded mall and some guy with a semi-automatic handgun starts firing in your direction. A cop is nearby with his now standard issue musket and he misses the criminal with his first lead ball. Are you going to be happy that the cop didn't have an assaulty type weapon when the criminal pegs you? Could we scale back on some of the equipment the police have? Sure. Is that going to do shit about how full beds are in prison? Not likely. Your talking points are all over the place here.
The second thing that we can do is really look at police budgets and create models and economies for that divestment from the institution of policing and the reinvestment in community models. That means taking money out of police budgets and slowly phasing out police because we don't actually need them in our communities. They don't keep people safe.
We need to defund the police because they don't keep our communities safe. I don't suppose you have any statistics that show when you remove police from a community there's no negative change to the crime rate, or anything else that might support this moronic fucking idea? Of course you don't. What was I thinking?
You know, when you're looking at it from the lens of race in this country, it's absolutely easier to manufacture criminals around that. When people's skin becomes weaponized, particularly black skin, a book becomes a gun, a cell phone becomes a gun, a bag of Skittles becomes a gun.
Dylan Taylor was a white guy shot for pulling out his iPod. It doesn't just happen to people of color. Anyone not responding to police commands who suddenly pulls shit from their coat is likely to get shot. And don't think I didn't catch what you did there with the Skittles, you dirty twat. That was Trayvon, no one ever took a picture of me after grade school, Martin. And he wasn't shot by police, nor was he shot because someone thought his Skittles were a fucking gun. He was beating George Zimmerman's head into the ground, and George popped him.
We don't have some personal war with individual police officers. What we do have is deep concern and a fight against the institution of policing. Undocumented communities know that they can't call the police.
Yeah, because they're criminals.
In the event that crisis happens, a lot of black communities know that too. And so entire mosques, churches, communities, they have agreements where they won't call the police.
I get that some communities feel police aren't serving them, and it is a problem. You know what a really fucking stupid solution to that problem would be? Never calling the police to report a crime. You can't bitch that the police didn't do nothing if you didn't call the fucking police to begin with.
And in its place, we've seen such a wonderful and diverse response when it comes to intervention in our communities. We've seen people rise up with trainings around mental health crisis, intimate partner violence crisis. We've seen rapid response justice teams, and I think that's really what we need to be building.
Okay, maybe you can have a rapid response team for domestic violence and mental health issues. Who's going to answer the call when some nut is shooting up a school? When somebody's driving into a crowd? When somebody's trying to steal a cop's gun? Oh wait, cops wouldn't exist. Forget that one. Who are you going to call when you have no police and a thief starts hitting all the homes in your neighborhood? What are you going to do to the thief if somehow you catch him with no ability to collect and process physical evidence? You just going to give him a good talking to? Explain to him that he's not being nice? Forgive me for saying so, but you're kind of dumb.
Revolution isn't just the ending of something, it's the beginning of something new.
You can take your no police revolution and stick it right up your ass and set fire to it. I want no part of your criminal utopia, thanks. That's going to wrap up this one. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I will see you next time.
The police's sole responsibility is to manufacture criminals.
Your life makes me sad.